Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here today on our Mindset and Motivation Monday. And today, as always, it's not just going to be about motivating you to have your absolute best year yet, but actually giving you the proven plan. This is literally a proven success plan to be able to achieve any goal you set for yourself. So I want to share with you that this is a becoming a goal achiever year, not a goal setter. Setting goals is fun. There's no doubt about it, because you say, hey, sky's the limit. This is what I want to achieve, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and all these great things. But what I want for you in 2022 is to be able to achieve something you've never achieved before. And if you're listening to this in 2025, 2030, the same applies. And this is based off of a proven formula called the 12-week year. I've been using it myself now for probably 15 years. And I've been teaching it in one form or another for at least 12 years. And then 4 years ago, I really put it together. 5 years ago, started exactly implementing what I want. Then I realized, hey, there's a book that was already been written on this. And then I interviewed the author. And so I want to share all of those tips with you today. But I'm going to put it very straightforward. Give you two main examples throughout this show here today that I want you to copy, that I want you to model for any goal you set for yourself. So all of the notes today are going to be at stephencabral.com/2145. I'm going to give you the previous interview I did with Brian Moran. I'm also going to give you the book link, and then I'm going to give you the previous podcast from previous years on the 12-week year as well. But this is the updated version. This is me continuing to learn and grow every single year. And this is honestly the culmination of, I don't know how we would improve it from here, but we'll always try, of course. But this is it. This is what I've been doing. It's what I want to share with you. I know it's going to work with you. What I want you to do is think about this, though. Write down all the goals you want to achieve, all right? Write them all down. But I want you to pick one, all right? This is the one that we are going to make sure happens no matter what. And it can be the biggest goal that you've ever wanted to achieve. We're going to make it happen, but we're going to focus on one. There's a lot of power in being able to narrow the focus and look at that one thing, that one goal every single day, because we're going to work on this goal every day until completion. Now, the fun part is this. We don't need to get overwhelmed. We don't need to get scared of where to start, because we're going to actually give you the formula right now. So let's go through it straightforward. This is the 12-week year explained. So if you haven't heard my previous shows in the 12-week year, we're essentially going to get more done in the next 3 months. And again, you can start any time of the year you want, but I'd love for, obviously, if we're ending the year, starting a new year, get started now, right? So here's the thing. We're going to get more done in 12 weeks than you're ever having a full year. That's the goal. So people, if they say to you, hey, how do you get so much done? You're going to say, well, I follow the 12-week year. I get 4 years worth of work done in 1 year. And that's how people succeed at a faster rate. They simply get done what they said they were going to get done in 12 weeks rather than a year. Now, some goals can't be accomplished in just 12 weeks, and that's okay. So here's what I want you to think about. If you have a 100-pound weight loss goal, what you're going to do is you're going to break that weight loss up over 4 periods over the year, right? 12 and 12, 24, 24 and 24, 48. And you'll see that there's a week off in between each 12-week sprint. So there we go. Well, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to lose 25 pounds every 12 weeks. And that's going to be one of the examples, right? Well, what if your goal is only 20 pounds of weight loss? Great. You will accomplish that in your first 12-week year. We're calling it a year, right? Because we're going to get more done in 12 weeks than we typically would in a year. But then you have your next 3 12-week periods of next year that you can plug in any goal that you desire. But we need to get the most important one done first. The one that you've wanted to get done for years now, but you've just never seemed to be able to do it. Let's get it done. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take big goals. We're going to break them down over 12-week periods of time. What's achievable, right? What can we actually do? Because when you think about losing 100 pounds, it's so much work. Well, we get so much to do, but not if you have to lose just 2 pounds a week. Well, we can certainly do that. So we're going to take your whole year calendar. We're going to break it into quarters, 25% of the year, about 12 weeks. And then what I'm going to share with you today is how to break it down into months, and then weeks, and what to do on the days. And I'm going to give you 2 examples the whole way. Now, what examples am I going to give you? Wellness, weight loss. That's what we do, right? Wellness, weight loss, anti-aging. That's what I know how to do. That is what I've been doing for 25 years. I'm not going to talk out of turn, but I can tell you this. We're going to work on that, and we're going to work on up-leveling your career, doing something that you love. I teach regular people how to become certified health coaches and teach other people how to live healthier lives, transforming their wellness, their weight if needed, and working on anti-aging. So I'm going to give you those 2. That's what I know how to do. But let's say that you want to work on relationships or spirituality or emotional-based trauma. You're going to work on all those things in the same way. You're going to set the same goals, different career, whatever it might be. Just use my examples here today. All right, so let's get going. So the goal that we need to fixate on is one specific item that is measurable. I'm going to link up another podcast for you today on SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely, right? So if you've never heard of that before, I'm going to link that up here today. Again, the podcast is at stephencabral.com/2145. That's where the previous shows will be. Because if you just say, oh, I want to be happier, I want to meet the right person, I want to improve my relationship, I want to lose some weight, I want to get well, what does that mean? What does it mean? There's no specific goal, right? So name a goal, name a specific to, I want to be happier. Well, what does happiness look like, right? That's what we need to do. Okay, so I want you to set a goal, right? It could be take a vacation. Well, good. How much money do you need to earn extra over 12 weeks in order to be able to take a vacation in 12 weeks? Write it down. If it's $2,000, great. How much is that over 12 weeks, right? It's $180, somewhere like that, okay? So that's what you need to write down. So then we'll break it down over days. So I'm going to get to that in just a moment. So create a specific goal. All right, what is needed, and then what is needed to achieve it, right? We'll go over that. That's what you're going to do, right? That's the work to actually get there. A lot of people love setting goals, but don't actually go over what it takes to get there. Now, this requires a little bit of work, but here's the nice thing. On the other side of that little bit of work, you actually get what you desire, what you've dreamed of, right? That's the big but. You get those things. Hey, the time's going to pass anyway, as they say, right? If the time's going to pass anyway, you're going to be doing things, you're going to be taking action, you're going to be moving forward in life. You might as well move forward in the direction of your dreams and your goals. So let's now break it down into months. I told you I'm going to give you 2 examples, but use your goal, whatever it might be, as part of that. Okay. Here's the deal. We have 3 months. We have 12 weeks more specifically. What are we going to do? Well, we have a 100-pound weight loss goal for the year. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this down over 12 weeks, and we're going to make it really realistic. We're going to lose 2 pounds per week on average. Some weeks might be 3. Some weeks might be 1. On average, we're going to lose 2 pounds. That's our goal. We need to get really specific. That's what we need to do. So on a month, what do we need to do in a month? Well, we need to lose somewhere around 8 pounds or so per month, 8 to 9 pounds. That's what we're going to achieve, right? So that's what we do each month, right? So we know, okay, over our big goal for our 12-week year, right? Because we have to set our 12-week year goal. What's the 12-week goal? Not the yearly goal. We don't care about the year's goal. The year will take care of itself if we take care of the next 12 weeks, all right? So here's what we're going to do. Our goal is not 100 pounds. Our goal is 25 pounds or 24 pounds of weight loss, all right? Get very specific. Now, what if it's you're becoming a certified health coach? What do? Well, you say, I can pass level 1 of the integrative health practitioner certification in 12 weeks. That's what I can do. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pass my certification for level 1 in 12 weeks. And after that, I can begin working with clients. Amazing, right? Okay, good. That's what we're going to do. That's our 12-week goal. 25 pounds, and it is to pass level 1 of the IHP certification. Good. Again, apply it whatever area of your life that you want to do. You want to overcome digestive issues? You'd use the CBO protocol. Remember. So again, you can apply it however you want. But here, that's our 12-week goal. Now, what are we going to do monthly? Well, monthly, we're going to lose 8 to 10 pounds. That's what we're going to do, right? Because there's more than 28 days in a month. Okay, so that's why it's not perfect. But every 7 days, we're going to be down about 2 pounds on average. So we're going to lose 8, 9 pounds every single month. And over 12 weeks, it's going to equal about 25 pounds. That's what we're shooting for. Health coaching certification. What do we need to do over a month? Well, there's about 11 or so modules in level 1 and the level 2, which we'll talk about in a moment. But level 1. So what do? Well, you do about 3 to 4 modules per month, right? You're going to get through about 4 per month. That's what you're going to do. Great. Okay. So now that is set. So now we know what our 12-week year is to lose 25 pounds. We know it's to pass level 1 of the health coaching certification. That's 12 weeks. Now, each month, what do we need to do? Well, about 4 modules inside of the certification and about 9 pounds during that month's time for weight loss. Great. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, after that monthly goal, what do we need to do? Well, now we need to actually do the work, right? So this is where our weekly calendar comes in. I'm going to link up this show as well. If you didn't listen to it, this is a game changer. Listen to episode 2131, StephenCabral.com/2131. It says, get rid of your to-do lists. To-do lists are a waste of your time and they don't get done. We all know that. I mean, let's be realistic. You might get it done every once in a while. A to-do list never gets fully done. Listen to episode 2131 for how to make this happen. So here's the thing. The months are still goal setting. It doesn't require any work yet. Here's what we do in the weeks, though. The weeks is we figure out how to actually make all of this happen, because 8 to 10 pounds still sounds like a lot of weight, and doing a module every week or so still sounds like a lot of work. So what do? Well, each week, this is what we're going to do. We're going to lose 2 pounds a week. That's what we're going to do. We're going to lose 2 pounds a week. Much more achievable goal. And we're going to do 1 module a week. That's it. That's what we're going to achieve. 1 module a week. You can do that. There's just no doubt about it that you can move through 1 module a week. Now, how do you do that? Again, these things have to be written down on your calendar because you need to achieve them each week, right? Because what is 1 week? It's 1/12 of your goal. Forget about the year. We're doing 12 weeks. So each week is 1/12 of your goal. Good. What happens if you miss a week? You're off by 1/12, right? That's not good, right? But it's also easy because it's just a 12th. So we only need to do a 12th of the equation. Well, now we get down to the nitty gritty on daily. What is daily? It's 1/84th of your goal, right? There's 84 days in 12 weeks. So you might say, well, that just seems like a small amount. You're right, it is. That's all it is. It's a small amount. All you need to do is a small amount every single day in order to achieve your goal. And if you listen to my past podcasts, this is the update, right, over this year. I'll try to link up a couple more. 30 minutes a day to 60 minutes a day maximum on your goal. What's the easiest way to get 30 to 60 minutes a day? Upon waking before anybody else wakes up. That's when you're going to do your workout, your meal prep that we're going to talk about. You're watching 30 minutes of your IHP module for that IHP certification. That's what you're going to do. And then if you can get 30 more minutes, it's going to be before bed, right? So if you have kids, if you've got 2 jobs, if you've got all sorts of things going on, half hour upon waking, half hour before bed, you can do it. It's also 2 solid anchors to make sure you are on check thinking about your goals all day long, right? Upon waking and before bed. So what do we need to do? Well, it's our days that adds up to our weeks add up to our months add up to our year, and our 12-week year is a part of that. So all we need to do is take care of that 1/84th of our goal every single day, and it's so much easier that way. And here's why. We just do the work. In 30 minutes to 60 minutes maximum per day, okay? It's 30 to 60 minutes maximum per day. If you don't have that right now, you need to be able to get it, which means you need to wake up a little bit earlier, which means you need to maybe go to bed just a little bit earlier as well. We can all do it if our goals are important enough to us. Even if you work the night shift, well, you just shift it then towards the day. Again, I want you to come up with a solution for every problem that you have. That's basically it, because I want you to achieve your goals this year. So what do we need to do? Well, we only need to exercise 4 or 5 times a week maximum. You might be like, that's so much exercise. No, you just carved out 30 minutes of your day. You can do it. Hop on an exercise bike at home. Don't have an exercise bike? Do some body weight based exercises. Do resistance training 2 to 3 times per week along with that cardio. 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. It's all we need. And then you're also going to make healthy food for the day. What do you need to do? Don't worry about making anything fancy. You got frozen fruit you can throw in a smoothie, right? You get frozen veggies that you can heat up at lunch with some protein or some hemp hearts to go and a little bit of olive oil. You're done. And then you can do dinner, whatever it is. You could do a meal delivery service. You could do whatever you'd like. Don't overcomplicate this. You're going to achieve your goals, right? And then what about that IHP certification? 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes repeat at night if you want, right? That's the best way to do it. You will go through a module per week. You'll be able to achieve it. Is that fast? Sure, it is. You can become certified over 12 weeks. Does everyone do it? No, they don't, but they also don't dedicate the time to that. And when they do, when they finally say, hey, I'm buckling down, they do it. Now, the nice thing is this, it gives you time to go over that module twice for the week. And that's really what you want to do. That is honestly what you want to do. So if you can, you go through it in the morning and you go through that same module, then that same video again at night. Why? It repeats it in your mind. Then you take your quiz at the end of that module, you pass it, you're good to go. Most have 10 to 11 modules. It gives you 2 weeks at the end of your 12-week year in order to freshen up, in order to be able to get all those last things you needed and wanted to study from your notes, and you're good to go. That's the amazing thing. Your next 12-week year, what does it become? Your next 25 pounds. What does it become? Your level 2 certification. Don't overcomplicate this. This is how you get more done in 12 weeks than you ever have in an entire year. You can take a year to lose 25 pounds, but you can also do it in 12 weeks. You really can. You can become certified as a health coach in a year, or you can do it in 12 weeks, 6 months for the level 1 and level 2. It's your choice. I want you to get it done sooner, and here's why. When you achieve one goal, you realize everything is possible. When you achieve that one goal, now you're at a different point in your life. You actually start to see new opportunities that didn't exist before because you never reached that point in your life, right? That's the amazing thing about goal achievement. It's not even necessarily the goal itself. It's that, oh, wow, look at the next door that opened up. It's one of the things that makes life exciting, that makes life worth looking forward to every single morning when you wake up. So I want to make sure that you master this. If you have any questions, you let me know, okay? Leave them in the comments on YouTube. Leave them in the comments on Instagram. I'm happy to get back to you. Thank you so much. And please make sure that you begin to implement this. I'll talk more about it in future weeks. And also share this show with anyone you believe it could serve. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into today's show. And before you go, I want to make sure that you know about the absolute best way, guaranteed way, and proven way to take the weight off safely and effectively. So if you've not heard yet about Equalife's Fatlocity system, I cannot recommend it enough. Right now, we are heading into the time of the year where people want to recommit to their goals. And how I look at it is this, that the number one thing that you can do for really long-term health and longevity is to maintain a healthy weight. And that is because extra weight, 20 plus pounds in your body, leads to greater chance for type 2 diabetes, greater chance for heart disease, greater chance for blood pressure and stroke, as well as a greater chance to develop cancer. So my goal is to get people healthier, and losing the weight is one of the fastest ways to do that. That is why we spent 18 months developing the first ever day and night fat loss formula. This is backed by 25 clinical studies with patented ingredients proven to burn more body fat. Plus, it's not just the nutritional supplements. It comes with the phase 1, 2, and 3 nutrition plan that allows you to lose weight at your desired effect. When you look at the actual labels in the ingredients, you will see all of the science that has gone into it. You're going to see things like Capsamax. You're going to see thyroid-based boosters. You're going to see dopamine boosters. You're going to see blood sugar balances. You're going to see estrogen blockers and so much more. The benefit also is that the AM formula boosts energy all day long. And then the PM formula actually helps you to burn fat overnight, as well as get into a deeper sleep while regulating healthy levels of blood sugar. Again, I can't recommend enough, and that is why we are guaranteeing that it works for you. There's literally no risk to you, and we're offering you 20% off on all subscriptions for life right now. That means use it for however long you need it, and you get 20% off each and every month. We price this at the lowest possible price in the first place, and now we're taking off another 20%. And that is because we want more people to be able to achieve their health, wellness, weight loss, and anti-aging goals. For all of the details, head on over to stephencabral.com/shop or directly to the Fatlocity page at stephencabral.com/Fatlocity, and that's FATLOSSITY.